Good afternoon, Jets Nation. Welcome to the Drew Jet Show. And today's the start of a new series on my channel where I'm going to be breaking down every single position on the Jets roster, starting off with the QB position. So without any hesitation, let's get it started. So we just have three quarterbacks on our roster, our starter Zach Wilson and our two backups Joe Flacco and Mike White. Zach Wilson's entering his second season in the NFL. His rookie season, he completed 55.6 of his passes for 2,334 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. Now, Zach Wilson's rookie season was down and up because you have to take a look at it in two parts, before and after his injury. Before his injury, he played in 6 games, throwing for 4 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. After his injury, he played in 7 games, threw 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and also had 4 rushing touchdowns as well. And those rushing touchdowns were a huge part to why Zach Wilson was a better QB after his injury, because before his injury, he really wasn't running the football. But he's really good at running the football. His teammates are calling this guy Zach Vick. He has wheels, he just didn't use them before his injury, but he certainly did that after, and that made him a much better QB, added an extra element to his game and our offense. And Zach Wilson wasn't the turnover machine in the second part of the season. Zach Wilson wasn't that turnover machine he was in the first part of the season. The last 5 games of the season, he didn't throw a single interception. Zach Wilson also had the best game of his career, Week 17 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, with a pretty mediocre cast as well. And the Buccaneers were a good team last season. They made it to the NFC playoffs divisional round. So if Zach Wilson can play a good game against a playoff team with a mediocre cast, he can play a great game against a playoff team with a stacked cast. Joe Douglas realizes this, gave him Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, CJ Uzomah, Tyler Conklin, and a Pro Bowl guard in Laken Tomlinson. So Zach Wilson needs to build off of his finish with the new toys he has in his toy shed. And if he builds off of that finish, I feel like we have a pretty good quarterback and definitely our franchise guy in Zach Wilson. And now let's talk about our backups. Now, it is a bit weird that we have 2 backup QBs, and we will have 2 week 1, but Joe Douglas knows the importance of what having a backup quarterback can do for you. He was on the Philadelphia Eagles when Nick Foles won them a Super Bowl. So Joe Douglas just wants this franchise backup QB for the Jets. We know he wants one because he drafted James Morgan in the 4th round. But hopefully Mike White is that franchise guy. I mean, he threw for 400 yards against the AFC champions last season, so there's definitely a lot of promise in him to be that future backup QB, but Joe Douglas doesn't think he's there yet, which is why we have the Super Bowl winning MVP Joe Flacco on the team, so he can mentor both Zach Wilson and Mike White. Now, I know Flacco has said in the past that he's not going to be mentoring young QBs. It's not his job, but it feels like he is there to do that. I mean, the Jets quarterbacks were happy when we brought him back, and obviously he must be doing something with them. He's not just sitting there and ignoring them. I mean, he's gonna have to be teaching them pointers, teaching them stuff about the game. So I feel like Joe Flacco is in that room as kind of the mentor, as that big brother player. But if Zach Wilson goes down, can the QBs come in and win games? Yes, I mean, we saw Mike White do it last year against the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals, and Joe Flacco almost has done it the past 2 years, playing in a lot of really close games in 2020 with the Jets, and almost winning one against the Miami Dolphins in 2021. And we would have won that game if our defense wasn't so bad. So the Jets definitely have one of the best backup quarterback rooms in the NFL, and honestly, I would go as far to say one of the best QB rooms, depending on how Zach Wilson's second year is. So what grade out of 10 would I give the Jets QB room? And I'm going to go and say 7 out of 10. Backup QB room gets a ton of points. If we were just grading backups, it would be a 10 out of 10. But we do have our second year uncertain starter in Zach Wilson, which is why it brings it down to a 7. But if he plays really good this season, it could bring it up to a 9 or maybe even a 10. So what are you guys' thoughts on my grade and the video? Comment it down below. Do you think we have a good QB room? Also comment down below your thoughts. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the subscribe and like button. Check me out on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Jude_Jets for more content. Get yourself some Drew Jets merch linked down below. And check me out on Let's Talk Sports follow them on their Facebook page, or follow them on Facebook. Their Facebook page is linked down below. And I'm your host, Jet, signing off for now. See you guys later. Peace.